Hi, Scorpio. Today we are doing a past, present, future reading for you. So let's jump into it. Scorpio, please. One card for Scorpio past. All right, for Scorpio past, we have the Seven of Cups. One card for Scorpio present, please. One card for Scorpio present, please. Present is 10 of Coins upside down. And one card for Scorpio future, please. One card for Scorpio future. There it is. Seven of Cups. So you have 7 of Coins for past, 10 of Coins upside down for present, and 7 of Cups for future. Before I jump into your reading, Scorpio, I did a whole reading for you prior to this one, but my mic died when I was wrapping up the end of it and how it all tied together. And so it didn't quite make sense with that bit, and I didn't want to redo it and it not be the same. So message for whoever it's for. It spoke about like finances being an underlining issue. So there was like a connection, you and someone else, and there was an underlining issue of an imbalance in finance, whether like one made more, one made less, or maybe one wanted to make more, but they made less, right? I'm not sure what the exact imbalance in finance was, but there was an imbalance of finance in the connection. And while the connection was good and it was looking like it was trying to move to the next step, where that's like moving in together, or getting engaged, or getting married, right? There was this root of this finance problem that hadn't been addressed or discussed that was causing an issue. It was like an unspoken issue for whoever the finance piece was a problem for, or it was like if there was a lack, right? Say somebody had less finance than the other. There was like this feeling that the other person had some feeling about this person having less than them, and all that was really needed was a conversation. For the person who had this finance, this feeling of there being an issue around like having more or less finance, that the other person felt a certain way about it. It stemmed from a previous connection. It stemmed from somebody else, a different partner, having had issues around finances with you, and you carrying that into this current one where there's not the same energy around finances. This person is not, the person that you're with is not concerned about that. They understand that it's a partnership, and sometimes one has more, one has less, right? But it's you guys being together, talking through the issues and finding solutions for you. It's more their energy versus like, oh, how dare you have less than me, or how dare you have more than me, right? So it was a past connection issue that was carried into a current connection where the connection is stable, but, and you know, apply it as it is you or them, right? But I'm reading for Scorpio, so I'm going to say you had this idea that the imbalance was a problem with the partner when it actually wasn't. There just needed to be a discussion about like how you guys are going to manage that and move forward, right? Because obviously there's some sort of shared finances, but it's not an issue for them. It just needs to be a discussion so you guys can move forward. So that's that. For whoever that applies to, that was the reading I did, and then the end, the sound cut out. So now this is the current one. All right, let's jump into it. So 7 of Cups, 7 of Coins. Okay, so 7 of Coins speaks towards like delayed gratification, harvest not ready to be harvested yet, right? You have to wait, put into it for it to give back to you, right? 10 of Coins talks about, it could be like familial things. So usually 10 of Coins is like the family card. We could talk about legacy, inheritance, ancestry, right? This one is upside down, so we'll have to look and see what that's trying to tell us. And then we have 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups usually speaks to options. There's some kind of options that you're trying to sort through to figure out like which option is for me, because there's 7 options with different opportunities in them, right? And you have to figure out of all these 7 cups, what one cup is for me. All right, Scorpio, let's start with the 7 of Coins. As we said, 7 of Coins talks about, in the basic sense, something's not ready yet, right? Let's get clarifier on the 7 of Coins and kind of see what is not ready yet at this time. Okay, Scorpio. So we have the Seven of Cups. I keep saying Seven of Cups, sorry. Seven of Coins. We have the Hangman, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So the Hangman is like a change in perspective on something, right? It's like you've been looking at this right way up the whole time in simplest terms, right? And now you're looking at it upside down and you're like, oh, I see a whole different story here now than I saw before. Or I have a whole different perspective on this than I had before, right? Maybe there's been a lot of investment into something. And now you're like, should I keep on putting investment into this? Why am I putting investment into this? What is the outcome I'm hoping for the investment I'm putting in, right? Whatever the Seven of Coins is, this thing that's not yet ready, you're looking at it with a new perspective. And there's either a lot of like anxiety or stress around looking at this, or there's like in your mind, like you're wrapping this up, like it's time for this to end. I'm not sure which it is, but with a new perspective, it could be like an end of a cycle, or it could be that like you've gotten a new perspective and this new perspective is in a sense like stressing you out. But tens also are ends of the cycle. So it could be it's stressing you out where you're in your head about it because you realize there needs to be like some kind of release here. Maybe you're not going to work on this till it's ready. You've worked on it enough and maybe you realize it's never going to be ready. And now you're trying to figure out, like, you've seen it from a different perspective and you're working through the internal mental pieces of that, right? And understanding that it may be time to walk away from this rather than keep investing in it till it is ready. And I say walking away because this card is all talking about walking away. Swords is your mind, right? So in your mind, you are processing, looking at, analyzing, trying to figure out. In your emotions, you've decided to leave this behind. So whatever this Seven of Coins was, I think this was something that you were investing in, or you still are investing in, right? I don't know if you've actually walked away. These aren't action cards. This is mind, this is emotions. So mentally and emotionally, you're working through this. Emotionally, you're ready to release it. Whether you have actually taken those steps, I don't know. But I feel like that's something you put a lot of time into. Usually the Seven of Coins is like a harvest, right? On one of my decks, it's like a whole bunch of sunflowers and they're waiting for them to grow and they're not ready yet, right? It takes time. And so I feel like a lot of time has been invested in this. But now that you're looking at it in a new perspective, you're kind of like, why? Why am I investing in this? Why am I putting so much into this? Is it time for this to wrap up? And is it time for me to pull my energy and also my emotions back from this and move on to something else, right? Something that is unknown still. But this isn't like a massive full moon, it's a small moon. You know there's unknown this trail, but you also kind of know where you're going because you're not willing to stay here, at least in the mental and emotional capacity, right? You're not going to invest any more emotion into this. All right, Scorpio, let's get some clarifiers for you to see if we can get any more information on what this Seven of Coins is talking about. We're also right now, when I'm recording this, it's July 11th or 12th. As I've said in a few other readings, I watch a lot of astrology. It's the Mercury Kazemi. So it's talking about like there's a lot going on, a lot of things coming to light for us overall as just people who are like, kind of governed by planets, whether you believe in that or not. The planets kind of help move us and push us and pull us and pause us and all of that, right? And Mercury right now is retrograde and then moving towards the sun. I think the 12th was like the big day of like, just be cautious. There could be like clarity and understanding. So maybe that's what this past is. It's like some kind of clarity has come to you around something you've been investing in for so long. And you're kind of like, I'm not, like, why, right? With retrograde, we're kind of also reviewing things that we have had going on for a while, so that when it goes right, we can release them, right? Or approach them in a different way at the least. So I feel like this is looking at this and kind of like, you now have a new perspective on this and maybe realizing it's not worth the energy it's been invested. I'm not sure what this is, right? whatever it is, a lot of time has been put into it, and now it's kind of like, this isn't what I want to keep investing in. Basically, get some clarifiers for you, Scorpio, on this. Do one more. Whoa. Oh, you said one fall out. Okay. So Scorpio, we have fresh ideas. Stay open-minded, inviting new perspective to enrich your journey and spark creative solution. Yeah, so maybe the change of perspective too, that Hanged Man is also a new idea, something new you want to pursue, because this has you've put a lot of energy into it, but you're not putting any more energy into it going forward. You want to invest in something different now. Steady progress. Patience is your ally. Celebrate each step forward, no matter what the size. Yeah, so your patience is your ally, which goes with this. 7 of Coins speaks all about patience, waiting for the harvest, right? Patience is your ally. You've been patiently waiting, so you can patiently wait to invest in something new. Sometimes people feel like when they've invested so much, right? Especially 7 of Coins, you've been investing in this for a long time. Like, oh, I should just keep investing in it. I put so much into this, right? No, you should invest in something new if that's what you're being called to do. But you already have the patience because you've been doing it with this for so long. But put it towards something that's worth it to you rather than something that's not worth it to you, right? And then lastly, Scorpio, we have steady as you go, this upside down clown. Navigate the patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. Yeah. So patience in this new journey. Trust yourself in this new journey. There's movement here, even though we didn't see it in the cards. I think like once you're in the mental capacity to move and the emotional capacity to pull those things away, like I'm not investing my mental energy, I'm not investing my emotional energy, right? What follows is probably action, because now it's putting those, you've made a decision on those 2 pieces, and then there's going to be movement to put that into action. So, all right. For present, we have the 10 of Coins. So 10 of Coins does, oh my gosh, sorry guys. 10 of Coins does talk about like that happy home card or familial card, right? It's the people, and I think the dog and the kid or whatever. It's like that foundation. 10 of Coins can also be just like you've built yourself a really strong foundation, familial aside, right? In this picture, it's like a beautiful road with stripes and a city and like flowers on it. It's not like a family card. So this could be like you've built yourself either you were trying to build yourself a really strong foundation. This makes me think more like work related, because, or just like lifestyle, right? You're trying to build yourself a lifestyle. Like this card shows a city, and usually when you're in the city, there's lifestyle around that. There's work associated with that, right? Trying to make your way to survive in a city setting, right? Like, I don't know, New York or San Francisco, right? Whatever, Miami. Cost of living is usually higher. There's more going on in the city, right? You're not living in a suburb out there. You're living in the city. So there's pieces that tie to that. For your 10 of Coins, it's going to be financial stability to be able to afford living in the city, right? It's going to be the activities that you're doing, right? Like usually if you're in the city, there's all these cool, like different kind of workout places and coffee shops and places to meet people, right? All this stuff. So it's like your whole, I think like career scope, but also social life and just like the hobbies you engage in. And maybe that is what's changing. It makes me wonder if like maybe like, and the story that came to mind is like the city mouse and the country mouse. It's old. Maybe you guys haven't heard of it, but it's a story about like the country mouse was in the country and the city mouse was in the city, and they were like, oh, they both think their lives are the best, right? And then the city mouse goes to visit the country mouse, and they're like, it's so quiet here, like, you know, like, what are you doing? Da, da, da. Like, why aren't you out in the city? You're so more exciting. And the country mouse was like, I like my country life. It's quiet, it's peaceful. I have my, you know, they have their community out there. They have their lifestyle. And they go to with the city mouse to the city, and they're like, it's way too loud here. It's way too noisy, right? Everybody kind of has like an environment that they either love or picture themselves in, right? There's like city people and there's like country people, and you can be both, right? And I'm wondering if you have been a city person, like the career, the lifestyle, all of that, right? And now that's changing for you, whether you're choosing to change it in some form, or it's changing just of nature, right? Life happens. Only thing we can guarantee is that change will happen. Something is changing. Let's see what we get from these cards. 10 of coins, please. Oh, well, but that one didn't quite fall. Let's do that again. 10 of coins, please. There we go. So we have movement, the 3 of swords, and the 2 of pentacles. It also makes me wonder if like the 7 of coins, right, is tied to this. If it was like you were investing in something for like a lifestyle, and maybe you realized that lifestyle no longer suited you, or you didn't want it anymore, whatever it may be, right? And so this maybe like 7 of coins is you're working toward, because all these are journeys, right? All these cards, these decks, like there's a story. Ace to 10 of coins is a whole process, right? Fool to, I think it's world, is a whole process, right? So if you're in the 7, you're working on something that's not ready yet, which could be this 10 of coins. You were trying to build something. But this change in perspective that you had, where you were like, I'm mentally and emotionally out, right? I'm done. I'm not investing in this anymore. It could be this. It could be that you had this picture of what you wanted, or this idea of what you wanted, but you no longer want this picture or idea for some reason. And so no longer investing emotionally and mentally in the 7 of coins has led to this also no longer being invested in, because it's not what you're working towards anymore. We have the Chariot, which is the movement. There it is, right? We talked about that. Because you didn't have any of the action, you just had the mind and the emotions. Could be like disappointment. It could be overwhelm. It could be stress. It could be connection based. There's like some kind of disconnect or some kind of heartbreak. And this is balance, right? So I feel like with the movement and the 3 of swords, you're moving due to like an emotional response that you want to rebalance. I still don't know what the 7 of coins is. Like if it's like I said, if it was like a career space, if it was a connection, if it was, I don't know, right? I'm not sure what that is exactly. I know that you had a change of perspective on it, and you're choosing to withdraw your energy from it. And you have this 10 of coins here, and you are in movement now from this 10 of coins. She has all these stars around her too, which makes me think like there's a new, like a lot of decks have like a star, and it makes me think that there's new hopes and wishes that you have now that aren't this 10 of coins anymore. And there's disappointment around something that needs balance. I don't know what this is. Let me see if I can grab another card to kind of get an idea on what this 3 of swords is. What is this 3 of swords, please? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, 10 of cups came out. Okay. Oh, lots of stories here. Oh, I think it might be a connection piece. The offer, Page of Cups. This talks about a lot of unknown, and like you're indecisive in the mental space, right? You're trying to figure out how to move forward. You're at like an impasse. King of Cups and 10 of Cups. And then this card on top of those. This is clarifying this. So I think this is speaking to a connection. I think there was something that someone wanted with you, but you have this 3 of swords. I want to say there was an offer that was not accepted. There was something that, and maybe not even offer, it was like a connection that had for you the possibility to be so much more. It could have been this King of Cups and this 10 of Cups, right? Like that's what we're all trying to hope for, right? Like this King of Cups is emotionally invested, and this 10 of Cups is like the family card you're building, right? Growing with them. But these two make me think that you were kind of there was like a disconnect or like an impasse on this. Maybe this person didn't want this whole picture, right? Maybe they didn't want like commitment. Maybe they didn't want the family, right? I don't know. But it caused some form of like impasse here to where this should be like this. It should be like this offer comes in to King of Cups to family, right? That'd be a different story. But we have this Page of Cups upside down with this impasse and all this unknown. And then we have this. So I think there was something that you were investing in that you had the picture for, the hopes for, right? And this could also be the Seven of Pentacles. It could be that what you were investing in was a connection that wasn't going anywhere. You were investing, and it's just sitting in the Seven of Pentacles energy, never to reach the Ten of Pentacles, which is like that family stability card, or the Ten of Cups, right? And so maybe through this change of perspective, you finally realize you have to move away from this because it's not going to be what you want it to be, and you have to rebalance, right? Because to reset all that is a lot. So it makes sense for this balance card to take time to balance you after you've acknowledged this, accepted this, and decided it's time to move. Let's get some life clarifiers for you, Scorpio. Ooh, this reading is long. Scorpio. Oh, wait. Almost there, and roots of stability. Anything else for Scorpio, please, for 10 of coins? All right, Scorpio, you got almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. You have roots of stability. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. And then you have fantasy land. Make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. This talks about almost there. I think this was like the processing, and this was like the actualizing and movement. Almost there to processing to release the situation, which then will lead to more processing, right? Roots of stability is rooting yourself. It sounds like this situation has destabilized maybe, which is understandable. So rooting yourself again in things and people that you know offer you that grounding that you need, right? And then Fantasyland, make sure everyone involved is on the same page. I think that's more so like make sure everybody understands what's happening once you choose to move, like discussions and things of that nature, right? Make sure everybody's on the same page. They understand that this is done, if that's what's happening. Seven of Cups. So now you're in this space where you have with these 6 cups and the fish, so it makes me chuckle. Because I feel like the fish is obviously the clear answer, but maybe I'm not looking at that correctly. But yes, 6 cups, 1 fish. So there's options here now, some form of options. It's like maybe, so you've seen the change of perspective in this. You realize that it's not your 10 of Pentacles or your 10 of Cups anymore. It's not what you were hoping it would be. It's not going where you were hoping it would go. And so you are now moving to release that, balance yourself, right? And now you have these options in front of you. So let's see what these options are talking about. 7 of Cups. 7 of, didn't fall. 7 of Cups. Did you get 3 for every single one of these so far? Just lay out so nicely. I don't know if this is upside down. Let's do it this way. All right, Scorpio. So I'm getting like you want to balance the conflict. Maybe in this present with the 10 of coins and the Chariot, I think you're moving away from something. So you want to balance the loss here. This 5 of coins, right? I mean, sorry, 5 of Cups. You want to balance this. It's like it's giving me like internal work kind of vibes. Like this is probably the energy you come into after having done whatever is in the present, and you're trying to heal it, right? In a sense, like stabilize it. So talk about rooting here. You're trying to move forward in the process. So you're trying to balance this, balance the emotional and the foundation, right? Find the harmony between the two as you work through whatever this was that you released. But also looking at these cups, right? I think the balancing will allow, and the harmonizing will allow for clarity and like, what do I want to move for? I don't know if there's options coming at you. I don't know if this is tied to this piece or if this is just separate, right, on its own. Like after you've done this, there's options in something, right? Relationship, like connections, work, who knows, right? But there are options here. You have the Queen of Cups. I think you want to be able to make the selection for the option that's for you, like in your power, in the Queen of Cups energy, which she knows what her cup is worth. She knows who she is. She knows what she has to offer, what she doesn't have to offer, right? Like she's fully understanding of what is in her cup and what she's willing to invest it in, right? And so I think this inner work leads you to this, like in your power about where you want to place this cup, what you want to invest this cup in, who you want to invest this cup in, right? But it has to be this like internal work first, so you have clarity moving forward on how you want to proceed and which cup you either want to pick or which cup you either want to invest in, right? And what you'll accept and what you'll not accept. All right, Scorpio, let's get some more clarifiers for the Seven of Cups, please. Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. All right. So we have make miracles. Stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. So yeah, it's going to be a journey, right? There's a lot going on. You've released something, process, like change of perspective, releasing, and you have all these options, right? So just know you're on this journey, and be open to what comes your way, right? Unwavering faith. Ooh, there we go. Stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit. Stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. So yeah, trust your intuition, trust your gut, right? You're Scorpio. Scorpios are naturally like intuitive, right? They kind of know, they're aware before anybody tells them. So just trust yourself in this process, right? Trust you and your intuition and let it help you navigate this change, right? And then small steps. The small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. So yeah, like find the like if this journey gets, a little heavy, for example, celebrate your wins, right? The littlest wins, whatever that may be, right? Today I don't know. I got up and I cleaned the house, right? Today I got up and worked. Today I got up and got to watch the rain pour down while I drank a cup of coffee, right? Yay me. Whatever is a win for you, celebrate that. Celebrate that along this journey to like just to support yourself and boost yourself, right? Today I got out of bed. Yay, right? If that's all it is, that's all it is, it's fine. Little wins, not big wins. All right, so now we're gonna get a universe card for you. So the universe card for you, Scorpio, says, hope is not a naive denial of darkness. It is the stubborn decision to kindle a candle anyway. It is the act of planting a seed in frozen soil, trusting the spring you cannot yet see. Your hope is a signal flare shot in the long night, a declaration that you believe in the eventual dawn. It is the most practical magic, for it fuels the very action that makes better futures possible. Yeah, so let me get this out of the light. Better futures possible. So there's a hope inside you. There's something you can't see yet, right? Like physically see, but you can imagine it. You have an idea and you're working towards that to make it tangible. It's a hope, it's a seed, right? Okay, Scorpio, let's get you some clarifiers. These are homemade. That's a lot there for you. Okay. And one song. Take to the bottom here. Oh my. All right. Oh, you got 3. I ended up with 3 in my hand. I thought I had 2. Okay. Well, you get 3 songs, Scorpio. All right. So we have Aquarius. So Aquarius season. This is a partnership. Somebody could be Aquarius, right? Aquarius placements. Libra. August, which is upcoming actually, because when I'm recording this, we're in July. It could have been August of last year, though. It could be August of this year. Months away. 30. It could be August 30th, right? It could be that you're 30. 30 could be a significant number. I have the phrase, and that's the thing about people who mean what they say. They think everyone else does too. So maybe there was like some untruth, this connection, possibly leading to the change of perspective. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I have, think about it. There must be a higher love down in the stars, down in the heart and in the stars. Oh, here's a song. You got a lot of songs. Where did the song come from? Jason Vincent McMorrow, Higher Love. So listen to that song. There might be a message in that song for you. Maybe you're looking for that higher love. That's why you want to approach this 7 of Cups, the options that are coming in with clarity around what's in your cup, what you're looking to offer, what you're willing to accept. This says the earth has music for those who listen. So maybe like grounding in nature. Talked about rooting, right? Maybe you're someone who like go walk barefoot in nature. Be careful. Make sure it's like a clean space. Sit by the ocean, right? Get out in nature. Go camping with some friends. That kind of thing, right? Just reconnecting with nature. We have December. It could be December 30th, so it's 30th here. We have You Are Enough. Always, always remember that. We have You Are the Universe. You are the universe and unique expression. It's a tiny piece of paper here. What is this? Oh my gosh, it's tiny. 27. Could be the age. It could be you're 27 and 30. Or they're, 30 and 27. Letter K. Only 1 letter. Wow. All right, we have a few more songs for you because I meant to get 2. I got 3, and then this one popped out from nowhere. So it's Everything I Am and What I Am Not. Little Voice by Sara Bareilles. You took my heart and you held it in your mouth. Sweet Nothing, Florence the Machine, and Calvin Harris. And lastly, Because You Matter to Me, Sara Bareilles and Jason Mraz, You Matter to Me. So yeah, listen to those songs. We have Sweet Nothing, Florence and the Machine, You Matter to Me, Sara Bareilles and Jason Mraz, Little Voice, Sara Bareilles, and Higher Love, James Vincent McMorrow. You have the messages in there for you, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. Hope this helps. Bye.